So click the direct link right there, and it should take you to the crowd per quiz we're going to do today. We're going to do family trivia. There are going to be some questions that have to do with books and movies and songs and really recent stuff and some science facts, which I think you guys would probably find funny because some of them made me laugh too when I thought about them. Okay, so we'll wait a couple minutes for everybody to show up. There were, I think, maybe 17 people or more signed up today for this event. We've only got 6 to 8 people in right now. So we're going to wait just a little bit for everybody to show up. We have until 4 o'clock, so there'll be tons of time. So for everyone who is joining us at home but not logged in, remember, you can use the link that I posted in the chat here, or you can go to the CrowdPer website and log in using the game code TATRX. Okay? I will post a link in the chat for everyone who has logged into the chat. And anybody else that wants to join us at home, feel free to use the link TATRX. Okay? We're waiting for people to show up for that. Let me see if I can share the screen. Actually, my share screen seems to be disabled. So I wonder if Miss Rosanna would be able to share the screen for the link I'm about to post. So we can see the projector. Hello, everybody. Yes, I see a lot of you are here and ready. Okay, we're almost ready. Hello, Advik. I see you're there. Awesome. So we're just going to give it one more minute, and then we're going to go. I think everybody who's going to show up is showing up, or they'll be joining us shortly. Okay. For those of you who are just joining us, I have posted the link that you will need to go to. I'll post it one more time. Try going to no, sorry, wrong one. Try going to going to the CrowdPer website and then entering in the game code TATRX, or you can click the link that I have just posted now. It's www.crowdlive.com/TATRX. That will also get you to the quiz, okay? Before we begin, is anybody having problems connecting to the quiz? Is everybody seeing the quiz? There should be a screen that says the trivia game will begin shortly. I'm unfortunately not able to share screens right now, so hopefully the host, Ms. Rosanna, will be able to take care of that and share the screen for everybody who is viewing at home. So does anybody have problems getting to the game? You should all be able to see a screen that says the trivia game will begin shortly. It's a blue screen, says family trivia. Everybody okay? If there isn't, then I will assume everybody's connected. All right, we're just going to wait. I think we're having some technical difficulties right now with sharing the screen so that everybody can see it. Sorry, guys, we're just ironing out the details. Yes, we're just waiting for a couple seconds because I'm trying to make the share screen work right, so that in case that you don't have a device or tablet that you can see the trivia quiz on, then I can share my screen and you guys can see it on my screen. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. All right, let's see if it works now. Awesome. All right, can you guys all see the screen? It says the trivia game will begin shortly, because if you do, then we are ready right now. Yes, thumbs up. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. So welcome to Family Trivia. We have 1 hour. We will be playing until 4 o'clock. There will be effectively 3 types of questions. Questions that you will have a multiple choice answer. So you'll answer A, B, or C. It'll be one of the colors. Questions that you will have to type in a number, or questions that you have to type in a word as a response. Okay? So you will be rewarded for answering correctly and most quickly. So your reflexes and how fast you type are very important. For the questions that have to do with typing, correct spelling is also important. So remember, type quickly, type correctly if you're going to do that. Okay? Are you guys all ready? Because if you are logged into the game, let's start. What are the names of the 2 rabbits in the popular series by Rosemary Wells? Is it A, Max and Rudy, B, Max and Ruby, C, Mac and Rosie, or D, Marty and Ruby? We're going to do a couple really easy ones first for everybody to get used to it and to build up your points early on in the game. So they're these 2 little bunnies. They are brother and sisters, and they have fun, kind of cute like adventures. I think the little one does not talk very much or ever, right? But the older sister talks a lot and basically does all of the work. It happens sometimes. So I think most of you know. Let's see. And done. Okay. So the correct answer was Max and Ruby. Let's see who's in the lead. Advik answered the quickest. Vihan and Teju answered second quickest. They have 66 points. Akshara has 3rd point with 38 points. Rohan, Prathamesh, Hamsini, Hasini, and Sharia were 4th through 8 points with 0 points because they did not answer correctly. So let us go to the next question. Here we are. According to the song, how do you row, row, row your boat? So this should be pretty easy. I think all of you guys know. How do you row, row, row your boat? Sing the song. What's the next thing? When it tells you how to row your boat, you're going to have to type in, right? With your keyboard, with your screen on your phone somehow. The way you row, row, row your boat. I'll give you a hint. If you don't, think of the song and think of the next word or the next line. There will be a descriptor. Yeah, some like adjectives, which are words for describing stuff. Maybe a verb, which talks about doing stuff. All right, I got 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Okay, let's see. The correct answer was gently, yeah, or gently down the stream. Someone has typed row, row, row your boat, or row, or we can sing. Well, yes, you could sing. There were a lot. 63% of you got gently correct. It is how you row your boat, gently down the stream. So Vihan is in 1st place with 122 points. Advik is in 2nd place with 68 points. Rohan is in 3rd place with 60 points. Hamsini is in 4th place with 47 points. Prathamesh is in 5th place with 46 points. And I'm not going to go through all 8 because we don't have time to do everybody. Okay, I'm only going to do the top 5. Here we go. Question 3. Are you guys ready? Let's go. How many planets are there in the solar system? There are a number of planets in the solar system. And I will tell you, although this is an easy question, do not look at the picture. The picture is full of cute planet-like things, but some of those things in the picture are not planets. It is there to trick you, because I'll try to trick you with some of these questions. So if you haven't covered planets in your school yet, I'll give you a hint. The sun, the big yellow thing, is not a planet. You can eliminate it. And then see that little gray thing that's next to the Earth? That is the moon. The moon is also not a planet. So that was how the picture was there to trick you, okay? You could maybe hypothetically try counting the other planets, but there are also, you know, some other things going on there. Let's see. What were the live results? Almost everybody except for one person guessed correctly that there are 8 planets, because there are 8 planets. There used to be 9, but we discovered that Pluto is not a planet. It is a planetoid. It's much too small. Let's see who's in lead. Bihan still in the lead with 203 points. Rohan is in second place with 128 points. Advik is in third place. I think you guys switched positions, right? Oh, there's only 1 point difference between you with 127 points. Prathamesh is in fourth place with 122, and Akshara is in fifth place with 99 points. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Question 4. True or false? Clifford, the big red dog's arch enemy, is Kathy, the big blue cat. There's a dog. His name is Clifford. He is quite big. Does he have an arch enemy? And is her name Kathy, the big blue cat? True or false? Blue is true. Red is false. Hit it if you got it. So remember, you are rewarded for answering the most quickly and correctly. Yeah, some of you, it might have been a while since you read Clifford the Big Red Dog. You might be thinking, wait, was there a big blue cat? I feel like there's a big blue something, but that might be Paul Bunyan and his big blue ox, Babe, right? But then dogs do hate cats. I don't know. I don't feel like Clifford's the kind of guy that has an arch enemy. What do you guys think? Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, time. Let us see the live answer test results. 5 people guessed that it was false. 3 people guessed that it was true. The correct answer was false. Clifford the Big Red Dog doesn't have any enemies. That guy's the nicest dog ever. He would not have an arch enemy. But I suppose if he did, it would be a big blue cat, because that makes sense, right? Let's see who's in first place. Vihan is in first place with 291 points. Rohan is in second place with 213 points. Prathamesh is in third place with 200 points. Oh, you moved up. Akshara is in fourth place with 137 points, and Hamsini is in fifth place with 129. Okay, are you guys ready for question 5? I'm going to count down for 3, 2, 1. Who drives the magic school bus? Is it A, Gerald the bus driver, B, Liz the lizard, C, Mrs. Frizzle, or D, the bus drives itself? Yeah, so there's this series of books, and there's these cartoons about the magic school bus. The kids and their teacher, Miss Frizzle, go on all these adventures into like the human body or into outer space or into like plants and stuff. It's really pretty cool. Mrs. Frizzle, you know, is the teacher, but who drives the bus? It is magical. And well, it's hard to give a hint for this one. If you just don't know, maybe you could look at the picture. Yeah, I think a humongous hint is the picture of the magic school bus right there. Tell you right there. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Let's see what people thought. Okay, 3 people thought it was Gerald the bus driver. 0 people thought it was Liz the lizard, who is Miss Frizzle's pet and their class pet. 3 people thought it was Miss Frizzle, and 2 people thought the bus drives itself. Now, the bus is magical and alive, but it does not drive itself, and there is no character named Gerald the bus driver. The correct answer was Miss Frizzle. She drives the bus while also teaching, which is a lot of work, I'll bet. Here we go. Let's see who's winning. Vihan still in the lead. Wow, really pulled ahead there with 382 points. Prathamesh is in second place with 292 points. Rohan is in third place with 213 points. Akshara is in fourth place with 174. And Hamsini is in fifth place with 129. Okay, so pretty solid lead for Vihan, but things could still turn around because we have a lot of questions to go. Are you guys ready for number 6? All right, keep your fingers ready to click. 3, 2, 1, let's go. What magical thing do the siblings Jack and Annie find in the woods that lets them go on adventures? Is it A, a unicorn, B, a treehouse, C, a library, or D, a window? All right, so these 2 kids, their name are Jack and Annie, and they like to play in the woods. And then one day they find a magical, thing. And then with this magical thing, they go on all of these totally cool adventures through time and into magical places, and meet all these like awesome, animals and historical figures and stuff. It's actually a really good series. If you know this name of the series of books that this comes from, it's literally and exactly in the series of books. And you can kind of maybe guess it from the picture. I'll give you a hint. It's not exactly what you see in the picture. All right, so 2 people thought it was a unicorn. It is not a unicorn. There's no unicorn in this picture at all. 2 people thought it was a treehouse, and they were correct because it is the name of the series, The Magic Treehouse. 1 person thought it was a library. Libraries do give you a magical entry into worlds because of your imagination. And 3 people thought it was a window. No, I mean, they kind of go through the window, it's true, but the treehouse is what's magical. Okay, let's see who's in the lead. Bihan is in the lead with 474 points. Rohan is in second place with 301 points. Pramesh is in third place. Oh, he changed positions with 292 points. Akshara is in fourth place with 174. Hamsini is in fifth place with 192. Okay, so these are relatively easy questions. Questions will get harder and trickier as we go. Okay, so be ready to click fast and click correctly. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who teaches Charlie Brown to dance? A, Snoopy, B, Lucy Van Pelt, C, Sally Brown, or D, Woodstock. Charlie Brown is a character in Snoopy or Peanuts. He likes a little girl named the Little Redheaded Girl, which is a weird name for someone because he never learned her name, which is kind of rude, but he wants to learn how to dance. And if you watch the video right now, you can see exactly and literally who teaches Charlie Brown to dance. If you don't know the character's name, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Kind of out of luck. I mean, there's only really 1 character there. 2 of those are people. Okay, let's see. What did people say? 3, 2, 1. Almost everybody guessed correctly that it was Snoopy. That's right, the little dog. His name is Snoopy. He's Charlie Brown's best friend and dog. Lucy Van Pelt is their friend who wears a blue dress, which sometimes means to Charlie Brown. Sally is Charlie Brown's sister. And Woodstock is Snoopy's friend, a little yellow bird. Let's see who is in first place. Bihan is in first place. Wow, you must have answered really fast, Bihan. Good job. 560 points. Rohan is in second place with 387. Pramesh is in third place with 361. Akshar is in fourth place with 174. Hamsini is in fifth place with 129. Remember, get the correct answer, get it fast. If you don't know it all, just try to guess one of the ones. Maybe you get lucky. You've got a 1 in 4 chance. All right, are you ready? We're going to do question 8. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Which of the following foods is poisonous to dogs? Is it A, ice cubes? Is it B, green beans? Is it C, chocolate? Or is it D, mango? Yes. One of these things you should really not feed dogs. It will not work out for them. It's not very good. It doesn't do their bodies the right thing because they don't process it right. They might get sick and die. Probably not die, but definitely get sick. And the other 3 things, are actually pretty good for dogs and or they like it. So try to figure it out. I really can't give you a hint here without giving it away completely. I mean, you would think like, this is a perfect thing to feed a dog. I don't know why they wouldn't like it. But really, one of these things you should definitely not give a dog. It will make them sick. It's not good for them. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what people answered. 2 people thought it was ice cubes. 1 person thought it was green beans. 5 people thought it was chocolate, and nobody thought it was mangoes. The correct answer is, as most of you knew, chocolate. Yes, dogs are not able to process a chemical in chocolate. It can make them very sick. So make sure you feed the dog chocolate. Ice cubes can help a dog cool down. Green beans are actually very healthy for dogs and have all sorts of vitamins and fiber that helps them poop. And mangoes are both delicious and a welcome treat for dogs. Let's see who's winning now. Bihan is in the lead with 655 points. Pramesh is in second place with 454 points. Rahan is in third place with 387. Sharia, wow, made it to the top 5 with 215 points. And Advik made it back into the top 5 with 206 points. Good job. All right, are you guys ready? We'll go to question number 9 in 3, 2, 1. Click fast. What is the name of Judy Hops' partner? A, Nick Fox. B, Nicholas Fox. C, Nick Wilde. Or D, Nathan Wilder. So this is a movie called Zootopia where all of the nice little animals live inside of a city, and most of them wear clothes and have jobs and driving cars and stuff. And the 2 main characters are Judy and well, I guess if you look at 3 out of these 4 answers, you could probably guess it's probably like Nick or something, right? And so Judy is a bunny, and her partner is named. 3 out of these 4 answers. One of these answers is just for fun and to trick you a little bit. So it's Nick. That's my hint to you, okay? But what is his last name? I guess is what you should be asking yourself. Let's see what everybody thought. Live answer results. 4 of you thought it was Nick Fox. 4 of you thought it was Nick Wilde, which is a directly even split, and the correct answer was Nick Wilde. I gave you a hint that was a little bit of a trick. He is a fox, but his last name is Wild. You see, because he's kind of a wild animal. Let's see who is winning. Bihan is in the lead with 748 points. Wow, Bihan, that must have been super fast. You got a humongous amount of points for that one. Rohan is in second place with 473. Pramesh is in third place with 454. Shari is in fourth place with 292. And Abdik is in fifth place with 206 points. Okay, are you guys ready for question number 10? This is going to go pretty fast. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. What is the name of the bad guy team from the original Space Jam? Is it A, the Monstars, B, the Monster Squad, C, the Goon Squad, or D, the Scream Team? So Space Jam is this movie where like Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes have a basketball contest against some bad guys who they're like outer space guys or something in the original. In the new one, they're robots or programs or something. But these guys, they're from outer space and they turn into giant gross monsters. So that is a pretty big hint that I can give you right there. If you have not seen the movie Space Jam before. So they're giant gross monsters from outer space. That is an enormous hint that I can give you, I hope, if you don't know Space Jam. All right, let's see what people thought. One person thought it was the Monstars. 5 people thought it was the Monster Squad. 2 people thought it was the Goon Squad, and nobody took the trick answer, which is the Scream Team. The correct answer was the Monstars. Oh, wow. Only one of you must have watched Space Jam because they're monsters from space. See, because stars, right? Stars, outer space. The Monster Squad is a movie from a different place, and the Goon Squad is what the new guys are called in the new movie. So let's see who got that one right. Maybe it wasn't Bihan. Bihan must have gotten that wrong because he still has 748 points. Rohan has 554 points. Paramesh has 454 points. Sharia has 292 points, and Advik has 206 points at 5th place. Okay, are you guys ready? We will go to the next question. If you are, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. What is the name of the boy from Where the Wild Things Are? Is it A, Marty, B, Max, C, Willie, or D, Maurice? So, Where the Wild Things Are is a picture book that I would think most of you know already from preschool or kindergarten, where a little boy goes to an island because he's got cool pajamas that kind of looks like a monster with these wild things and, becomes their king for a while. The pictures and story are written and drawn by Maurice Sendak, and I can't really give you much of a hint for this one. It'd be a little hard to tell you without giving it away exactly. So you're just going to have to know this. I mean, the name comes up a ton of times in the book, if you happen to know. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's see what people thought. 3 people thought it was Max, 4 people thought it was Billy, and 1 person thought it was Maurice. The correct answer was Max. The name of the little boy who wears cool monster pajamas and kind of becomes the king of the monsters and where the wild things are is Max. Let's see who's winning. Bihan is in the lead with 836. He must have known that one. Rohan is in second place with 554. Prademesh is in third place with 454. Shori is in fourth place with 292. And Advik is in fifth place with 276. All right, let's go to question 12. Things can still turn around if you guys answer very quickly and very correctly. In 3, 2, 1. What does Mario get when he eats a green mushroom? A, a tummy ache. B, an extra life. C, fire breath. Or D, taller. So there's this guy, his name is Mario. He's in the Super Mario and Mario Brothers games and Mario Golf and Mario Racing and all these other things. And one of Mario's favorite things to do is to eat mushrooms. There's a purple mushroom and a red mushroom and a green mushroom. And all these different things do stuff to Mario. So what do you think happens to Mario when he eats a green mushroom? Does he get a tummy ache because mushrooms shouldn't be green when you eat them? Because that's kind of weird. Does he get an extra life? Because I don't understand why, but maybe green gives you an extra life. Does it give you fire breath? Because fire breath is green. Or do mushrooms make Mario taller and the green mushroom makes him extra taller or something? 3, 2, 1. Let's see. What did people think? 1 person thought it gave him a tummy ache. 4 people thought it gave him an extra life. 1 person thought it gave him fire breath. And 2 people thought it made Mario taller. The correct answer is, of course, an extra life. Red mushrooms make Mario taller. Fire flowers give Mario fire breath. And no mushrooms give Mario tummy ache, except maybe the poison mushroom. That one can hurt him because it's poison, I guess. So Bihan is in first place with 918 points. Rohan is in second place with 554 points. Prademesh is in third place with 545 points. Sharia is in fourth place with 292 points. And Advik is in fifth place with 276. Let's go to question 13. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. including the area code, how many digits are there in a phone number? All right, you're going to have to know a phone number for this one. If you've ever dialed a number on the phone, you're going to have to put in some numbers. How many digits were there in that number? Like how many numbers were there when you put in a phone number, you dialed it? You got to include the area code, which is part of when you dial a phone, like number into the phone on a cell phone, on a landline phone, on a computer, over voice internet protocol. There's a lot of stuff. But it's always going to be this number of numbers as long as you're calling a number in the same country. How many numbers are there? I'll give you a hint. The area code is 3 numbers. So you got to add 3 numbers for the area code to whatever the phone number is. So add those numbers together, see how many digits there are, and type it out on your screen. Okay, the correct answer is, of course, 10. Yes, 5 of you guys guessed it. Some people guessed 12, which is 2 numbers too many. One person guessed 6, I think, because they forgot the original phone number has 7 numbers. 10. Bihan is in first place with 992. Prathamesh is in second place with 571. Rohan, wow, Rohan, you're in third place with 554. Advik has pulled ahead of Sharia with 335. He must have been faster. And Sharia is in fifth place with 292. I see 6th, 7th, and 8th place are gradually changing a little, catching up. So that's good. All right, let's do number 14 in 3, 2, 1, go. How many legs does a crab have? Do not look at Mr. Krabs because he's a terrible example of a crab. He's a cartoon crab and he has pretend legs. A normal crab has got more legs. Think about what a normal crab looks like. I will give you a hint. A crab is related to a spider, except there are some differences because, you know, crabs live under the sea for one. And yeah, you know, they got extra other bits that spiders don't have maybe. So giant hint there. Crabs are are like spiders that live under the sea, but they got extra bits. In that case, you can look at the picture to see what crabs have that spiders don't, huh? It's dollars, right? Crabs have dollars, spiders don't. Okay, let's see. What did everybody say? 3 of you guessed correctly that crabs have 10 legs. 3 of you guessed incorrectly that crabs have 8 legs. And 2 of you guessed incorrectly that crabs have 6 legs. Because you see, crabs have got 8 legs, and then they got their pinchers, which are technically also legs. They are claws, but also legs. 10 legs is the correct answer. Who is winning? Let's see. Bihan has 1,051 points. Prathamesh is in second place with 571. Rohan is in third place with 554. Sharia is in fourth place with 350. And Advik is in fifth place with 335. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's do number 15. 3, 2, 1, go. What is the name of the dog from Tom and Jerry? Is it A, Spike? Is it B, Tom? Is it C, Jerry? Or is it D, Ruffy? So, for those of you who don't know, Tom and Jerry is this cartoon where there's a cat and there's a mouse, and they're constantly chasing each other around and like blowing each other up and trying to like catch each other, hurt each other and stuff. Sometimes there's a dog that, you know, joins them, and the dog is mean to the cat, or he helps the mouse, or he's mean to both of them. It's kind of a weird situation. You know, it's hard to read this dynamic. Right. So you might have guessed from the fact that Tom and Jerry is the name of the series, and the series is about a cat and a mouse, that you can guess probably that their main characters are Tom and Jerry, the cat and the mouse, right? So that should lower your chances to 50-50. Guess one of the other 2. 3 people guessed that it was Spike. Nobody guessed it was Tom and Jerry, and 5 people guessed incorrectly that it was Ruffy. Ruffy does not sound like a very, very interesting name for a dog. Spike was the correct name. Bihan guessed it correctly, so he had 1,143 points. Prathamesh probably didn't guess it correctly, I don't think, had 571 points, and Rohan is in third place with 551 points. Shari is in fourth place with 408, and Advik is in fifth place with 335. Okay, let's do the next question. 3, 2, 1, go. Which of these is the biggest flower in the world? A, a bluebell, B, a giant green hydrangea, E, a rafflesia, or D, a daffodil? If you don't know, listen to the video, which is very educational. All right, so I think most of you probably took the hint. It was the Rafflesia. Oh no, some people guessed that it was the bluebell or the giant green hydrangea. Nope, it was a Rafflesia flower. Rafflesia flower also is one of the smelliest flowers in the world because it smells gross, like rotten meat, which is a weird thing for a flower to smell. Bihan is in first place with 1,206 points. Karmesh is in second place with 541. Rohan is in third place with 554. Sharia is in fourth place with 444. Oh, and Hamsini made it up into fifth place with 349. Awesome. Let's go to the next question in 3, 2, 1. What is not a word, special word for a baby animal? Is it A, a kit, B, a pup, C, a joey, or D, a wiggler? So, small animals like a baby dog or a baby cat, these animals have a special word associated with them. You would call them a baby thing. And these words can apply to other animals too, like other kinds of animals. And this is a special word that happens. So as a hint, think of what a baby dog is called, or think of what a baby cat is called. Those are the words that are referred to for these special baby animals. And then a couple of these are special names for other baby animals too. So which one is not a word for a baby animal? Okay. What did people think? Nobody thought it was a kit because you got kittens. 2 people thought it was pup, which doesn't make sense because you got puppies. 2 people thought it was a joey because they didn't know that kangaroos are called joeys. And 4 people guessed correctly that a wiggler is not a special word for a baby animal. Let's see. Bihan is in first place. Rohan is in second place. Oh, good job, Rohan. Pranmesh is in third place with 571. Sharia is in fourth place with 444. And Hamsini is in fifth place with 389. Okay, let's go to question number 18. In 3, 2, 1, go. At what temperature does water boil? Is it A, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, B, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, C, 100 degrees Celsius, or D, 32 degrees Celsius? Now, some of this is something that you will learn in school, but you may have seen a thermometer before, right? It's this like glass thing or plastic thing, and there's like a bulb or something, or they make digital ones too. And generally, a really high number is bad because it's really hot. You may have seen the television commercial before, or you may have been to the doctor, or your parent might have told you this because you had a really high temperature and it was not safe. So I'll give you a hint for those of you that don't know. Celsius is actually probably the easiest to remember this in because it's very, very even. Let's see. One person thought it was 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty hot. Nobody thought it was 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit because that is the temperature of the inside of the human body. And 7 of you guessed correctly that it was 100 degrees Celsius. Bihan is in first place with 1,364. Rohan is in second place with 730. Parmesh is in third place with 653. Shari is in fourth place with 494. And Hansini is in fifth place with 442. Okay, let's go to the next question. 3, 2, 1, go. True or false? The moon makes its own light. So the moon is this thing that, floats around the planet. Sometimes you see in the sky. It can be super duper bright. Do you think that it makes its own light? A, if it's true. B, if it's false. Like, what's the deal in there? Is it actually made of cheese? Does cheese glow in the dark? I mean, we just don't know. Actually, we do know. There's like totally a ton of science about this exact thing and what it is. Does the moon make its own light? It's super duper bright in the sky sometimes. That light can be different colors. I mean, what is even happening back there? I'll tell you in about 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. 1 person thought it was true. 7 people thought it was false, and they were correct because the moon is just a big, big rock. It's primarily a kind of rock called basalt, and it's covered with white dust. And that white dust is very reflective because it's very white, and the moon is actually reflecting the light from the sun, which is super duper bright. Bihan is in first place with 1,454. Rohan is in second place with 821. Pranmesh is in third place with 749. Shari is in fourth place with 588. And Hamsini is in fifth place with 535. Okay, let's do number 20. I think maybe this one's a little tricky. In 3, 2, 1, go. What is the name of this rabbit? A, Knuffle Bunny. B, Greeny Bunny. C, Kugel Bunny. Or D, Roberto. So there is this book. It is a picture book. There are even 2 of them because I think there's a sequel. I mean, right there in the title of the book. It's written by Mo Willems. You will have seen this probably in your kindergarten preschool, first grade, something like that, I would hope. So let's see. What do people think? Name of the series, name of the book. The entire book is involved around finding this bunny because it is unfortunately lost, which is very sad. So I'll tell you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Duffel bunny, right? The unfortunate happenings involving the whole sad thing about Duffel bunny being lost or something. Beyond is in first place with 1,531. Paramesh is in second place with 828. Rohan is in third place with 821. Sharia is in fourth place with 588. And Hamsini is in fifth place with 535. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's do question 21 in 3, 2, 1. Bam! What kind of tree does an acorn grow into? A dollar tree, B, an oak tree, C, a chestnut tree, or D, a hickory tree? Okay, so if you don't know what acorns grow into, there's like a rhyme about this that I'm sure you guys will have learned eventually if you finish grade school or first grade. There's a ton of little rhymes and songs, but I can tell you it is not a dollar tree because you would need $1 to grow a dollar tree, right? And maybe one of the other answers on here will tell you the name of a different nut that that tree will grow into. And finally, so then you're really only left with two choices, two different kinds of trees. Yeah, so you basically have to guess between like two different kinds of trees here. It's a 50-50 guess here that you're making. What do people think? 5 of you guessed that it was an oak tree. 3 people guessed it was a chestnut tree, which is not correct because chestnuts grow into chestnut trees. Acorns grow into oak trees. I thought of maybe putting acorn tree, but an oak tree is an acorn tree, so that would not have been a trick answer. Trick question. Bihan guessed correctly with 1,617, is in the lead. Rohan is in second place with 912. Pramesh is in third place with 828. Shari is in fourth place with 675. Hansini is in fifth place with 583. Okay, let's do question number 22. 3, 2, 1. Got your fingers ready? Who is the president of the Babysitters Club? Is it A, Christy, B, Stacy, C, Claudia, or D, Mary Ann? You can know this answer maybe from watching the television program on Netflix. You could read the comic books, which are very good, or you could read the chapter books, which are also still quite good. So these girls are like 13 and they form a special club to do babysitting and talk about babysitting related things. And they have all these like adventures, which are sometimes quite interesting or cool, particularly in comic book form, I think. So there's no real hint I can give you here. You got to kind of know it. I mean, if it helps at all 4 of these characters are members of the Babysitters Club. So I'm sorry, there's just no real hint without spoiling the entire thing. Okay. As long as you guessed 1, let's see what your answers are. 3 people guessed correctly that it was Christy. Nobody guessed Stacy. 2 people guessed Claudia, and 3 people guessed Mary Ann. So let's see who those lucky people who guessed Christy are, or who knew. Bihan apparently knew that it was Christy. I don't know. With 1,674. Rohan is in second place with 912. Who probably knew that one, right? Paramesh is in third place with 859. Shari is in fourth place with 675. Hamsini is in fifth place with 653. Okay, are you guys ready? Let us do question number 23. 3, 2, 1. How many wheels does a semi-truck have? Okay, so it's even in the name of this kind of truck, if you happen to know it. There's some wheels on there. Optimus Prime, the Transformer, leader of the Autobots, turns into this truck. And if you really wanted to, you could try counting the wheels in the picture. Although I will warn you, counting the wheels in this picture can be quite difficult because there's a trick to this kind of truck. So it's up to you if you know what the deal is with this truck. So these trucks, semi-trucks, are sometimes called big rigs and sometimes called another name that tells you exactly how many wheels there are. They are used to haul freight, like luggage or cargo, or, sometimes like awesome stuff like cars. Okay, so what do people think? 3 of you guessed correctly. It is 18 because it's also called an 18-wheeler. Two people guessed that there were 10, 2 people guessed there were 8, and 1 person guessed there were 12. Because you see, all of the wheels in the back are actually double wheels. And then you got the 2 in the front. So let's see. Bihan is in first place with 1,743. Rohan is in second place with 912. Pramesh is in third place with 859. Shari is in fourth place with 718. Hamsini is in fifth place with, I'm pretty sure that number went up. Hamsini is in fifth place with 702. Okay, let's do number 24. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Go. What is the name of the dog from The Simpsons? Is it A, Bart Simpson? Is it B, Dog Simpson? Is it C, Brownie? Or is it D, Santa's little helper? So The Simpsons is a cartoon about this family of like people, they have yellow skin, they live in a town called Springfield. The name of the boy from The Simpsons, if you haven't seen it, is Bart. So I'll just tell you that now. If you think that they named the dog and the boy the same thing, well, then I guess now you know. But it's really not. I'll just give you that straight out as a hint. The name of the dog is not Bart Simpson. Generally, people don't tend to name their sons and their dogs the same thing. And if you haven't seen the episode in which the dog gets his name, I can tell you it was a Christmas episode, if that's a hint at all. Okay, what did people think? 4 of you guessed Dog Simpson. 3 people guessed Brownie, because he's a brown dog, and only 1 person guessed correctly that the dog's name is Santa's Little Helper. Yeah, they went into the dog's backstory. His name is Santa's Little Helper. They got him in the Christmas episode. Bihan has 1,743. Rohan has 912. Parmesh has 859. Hamsini has 769. And Sharia has 718 points. I wonder who got that one right. Only 1 person knew it. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Number 25. What is the name of the magic mark in every pony in My Little Pony? Is it A, a cutie mark, B, a magic mark, C, a beauty mark, or D, a pony mark? Yeah, all of the ponies, you know, Pegasi, unicorns, and such, have got this mark on their butt. It gives them their magic powers or something. What's it called? If you wait a couple more seconds, the video will tell you. So, as you have perhaps seen from the video, which was an enormous hint and told you the correct answer is a cutie mark. That's correct. 4 of you knew it. Some people guessed magic mark and or beauty mark and or pony mark. Let's see who's winning. Bihan is in first place with 1,743. Pramesh is in second place with 941. I feel like you guys switched. Yeah, Pramesh and Rohan. 912 points is what Rohan has. Hamsini is in 4th place with 783. And Sharia is in 5th place with 770. Yeah, you guys definitely switched around a little, didn't you? Okay, let's see if the scores will change even further with question number 26. 3, 2, 1, go. Where has Moana been staring? Oh, there's a song in this movie. Is it A, at how far she'll go? Is it B, at the edge of the water? Is it C, at the line where the sea meets the sky? Or D, at the wind in her sail? So Moana is a movie from Disney about this girl. She lives on an island, and she's perhaps not the most happy living in the island, and she wants to like leave the island to explore and find herself and do cool stuff. So it's one of the first lines in this song. We can even sing the song in about 15 seconds if you want. I can even do the first couple lines. It's exactly there. Just think to the beginning of the movie and sing the song from there. You'll get it in the very first line. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How does the song go? I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why is, therefore, the correct answer, at the edge of the water. Who got that right? Well, Beyond is in first place with 1,743. Pradmesh is in second place. I feel like you probably got that one right, didn't you? Because you have more points now with 1,019 points. Rohan is in third place with 912 points. Hamsini is in fourth place with 840. And Sharia is in fifth place with 770 points. Let us go to question number 27. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. What unusual thing does a Binturong's butt smell like? Is it A, minty toothpaste? Is it B, lime jello? Is it C, Coca-Cola? Or is it D, popcorn? So there's this animal. It lives in Southeast Asia, like Malaysia or something. And his name is the Binturong. And the Binturong kind of looks like if you were to cross a bear with a cat and give it a long slinky tail. And the Binturong's butt produces a very unusual smell. I don't think any other animals in the world produce this smell with their butt. This is a cool science fact if you don't know. A science and animals fact. The Binturong's butt produces a very unusual smell. Toothpaste, lime jello, Coca-Cola, or popcorn. And if you don't know, just guess one, see what comes up. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see. 3 people guessed it. It was minty toothpaste. 1 person guessed it was lime jello. 2 people guessed Coca-Cola. And maybe the last 2 people knew correctly that Binturongs have a butt that smells like buttered popcorn. Yeah, that is a really weird thing to have happen. I mean, how did people even find out about that? Did they just go around sniffing animals' butts? Or like, were some explorers one day like, hey, do you smell popcorn? And then they see this weird cat-looking guy. All right. Bihan is in first place with 1,743. Prathamesh is in second place with 1,019. Farhan is in third place with 998. Hamsini is in fourth place. Wow, there's quite a gap between fourth and fifth place. Hamsini has 904 points, and Sharia is in fifth place with 770 points. You guys ready? Let's do question number 28. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. What are the names of the children from a series of unfortunate events? A. Victoria, Klaus, and Ruby Baudelaire. B. Violet, Klaus, and Sunny Baudelaire. C. Violet, Charlie, and Sunny St. Clair. Or D. Violet, Chris, and Sunny Baudelaire. So, series of unfortunate events is a book, it's a movie, and it's a television series. So these three children, and they do suffer through many unfortunate events. Some really funny and sad stuff, and some really weird stuff too. It's a pretty good book series. So there's a boy, a girl, and a baby, and they each have one really cool thing going on for them. And it's hard to tell you the correct answer or give you a hint. You kind of have to either read the book, watch the movie, or seen the television series. So let's see, what do people think? 2 people guessed that it was Victoria, Klaus, and Ruby. 3 people guessed correctly that it was Violet, Klaus, and Sunny Baudelaire, the Baudelaire children. Currently, Bihan is in first place with 1,804. Oh, you must have gotten that one right because your score is different now. Prathamesh is in second place with 1,019 points. Rohan is in third place with 998. Hamsini is in fourth place with 915. And Sharia got some more points because he must have known that one with 859 points. Okay, let us do question number 29. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Who is Harry Potter's best friend? And you're going to have to type this in. I will take a number of different answers to this question. If you don't know Harry Potter is the magical tale. It's a series of really big books about this boy. He's an orphan. He goes to a magical school named Hogwarts. He makes friends with a bunch of kids, but there's one other kid that is his best friend in the world. They grow up to be best buds together. They are together in every one of the books, and they do constantly doing good stuff. You know, Harry even goes to visit this other kid's family to do like fun stuff. Only one of his 2 best friends, okay? He's got 2 best friends, but he's got one that he's more of a friend with than any other. Spelling is important, unfortunately, for this one. So, all right, let's see. What did people say? Someone said Rohan, maybe Rohan. Someone said Ron and Hermione, which is almost right because, you know, the correct answer is actually Ron. Ron Weasley. Somebody guessed that it was Ron Weasley, but they spelled Weasley wrong. There's an E in Weasley after the Slee. So Ron Weasley was the correct question. I would have accepted Ron or Weasley or Ron Weasley or Ronald Weasley or Ronald even. Unfortunately, only one person put in Ron. So let's see who got that correct answer. Bihan is in first place with 1,869. Wait, Bihan, you didn't get that correct then. I wonder who did. Prathamesh, you were in second place with 1,019 points. Rohan is in third place with 998. Hamsini is in fourth place with 915 points. And in fifth place, we have Sharia. Okay, so let's go on to the next question. Are you guys ready for question number 30? 3, 2, 1, go. What kind of animal is Mr. Big from Zootopia? Is it A, an Arctic shrew, B, a polar bear, C, an elephant, or D, an Arctic wolf? Mr. Big. Mr. Big is a criminal in the movie Zootopia. He's in charge of Polar Town. He bosses all of the other animals around. He's apparently really scary to them. And if you watched the video just now, the video basically told you who Mr. Big was and what kind of animal he was from Zootopia. Okay, Arctic shrew, polar bear, elephant, or Arctic wolf. What did people think? 5 of you guessed correctly that it was an Arctic shrew. Yeah, 2 of you were tricked by the fact that Judy was like, is that him? It's got to be him because he's really big. It was not a polar bear. Bihan is in first place with 1,952. Prathamesh is in second place with 1,072. Rohan is in third place with 998. Hamsini is in fourth place with 981. And Sharia is in fifth place with 940 points. Okay, are you guys ready for the next question? Here we go. Question number 31. Bam. Which of these is not a part on an airplane? Is it A, a crank, B, a cyclonus, C, a silver bolt, or D, a rudder? So, airplanes. They make for cool toys, and you can also fly up in the sky with them. Okay, they're made out of all these tons of parts. one of these parts is a real part. And the rest of these are kind of other things. Maybe give you a hint. Two of these things are the names of Transformers. One is a Decepticon, the other one is an Autobot. So those are definitely not names of parts on an airplane. So you can eliminate two of these choices right now if you know generally what Transformers names sound like, or you're just picking the two closest, coolest ones because the Transformer names are usually pretty cool. All right, one person guessed Crank. One person guessed Cyclonus, which is incorrect because I'm pretty sure Cyclonus is a Decepticon and he turns into a jet plane. One person guessed Silverbolt, who is an Autobot and turns into a plane. And three people guessed correctly the rudder. It's the little wiggly bit on the back. You also get them on boats. They help you steer. Bihan is in first place with 1,952. Rohan is in second place with 1,081. Prathamesh is in third place at a pretty close 1,772. And wow, Shaurya, you're really close too with 1,027 points. And Hamsini is in fifth place with 981. Okay, let's go to question number 32. Things can still turn around. We're going to 45 questions. 3, 2, 1, go. What kind of crab constantly outgrows its shell and needs to find new ones? A hermit crab. B, a builder crab, C, a crusty crab, or D, a growing crab. Yeah, so they're these crabs, they're constantly getting bigger and they need to move out of their shells and they need to find new shells and new houses to live in. And you might not guess it from the name, I don't know, maybe not. This is just a crab that happened to find a Lego that he is using as a shell. It's not a hint at all. It will not help you at all to look at the picture. You're going to have to know what this crab is. They make for pretty good pets too, because you can get them and raise them in a little terrarium. It won't take very much effort. So you got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer was a hermit crab. That's correct. Hermit crabs are not able to build their own shell. They usually steal shells from snails, or they live in like cans or like boots or whatever it is that they can find. All right, Bihan's in first place. You must know the answer to that one because he has 2,041 points. Rohan is in second place. Oh, you're in second place now with 1,168 points. Only 5 points ahead of Prathamesh, who is in third place with 1,163. Hamsini is in fourth place with 1,028. And Shaurya is barely in fifth place with only a 1 point difference with 1,027 points. This is really close, guys. Let's see where we can go. The name Crayola is a combination of which words? Is it A, Craig and Paola, B, Cray and Ola, or is it C, crayfish and mula, or D, creme and L'Oreal? So if you have been to the library, you may have noticed that we've got this thing. There's a bunch of displays and like stuff around. There's the Crayolas, right? If you even come to the desk, you will have seen there's actually a sign that tells you the exact story behind the name of the Crayola. Who came up with it? It was a lady in France. She combined two words, which if you've been to the library, the youth department, you will have certainly absolutely passed by this sign. And hopefully you will have read it because, it tells you an interesting and fun fact about Crayolas and history and stuff. All right. The correct answer was B, cray and Ola, because cray is the French word for chalk, and apparently it's kind of like chalk. And Ola is from oleaginous, which means it's like oily or waxy, because Crayolas are made from like oil and wax and stuff. Let's go to number 34 in 3, 2, 1, go. What do Rowley and Greg put in the freezer to use for the summer? Is it A, farts, B, swim trunks, C, popsicles, or D, snowballs? Right, so Diary of a Wimpy Kid, right? Greg, Rowley, they save a certain thing in the freezer so they can use it in the summer. Is it farts, swim trunks, popsicles, or snowballs? Maybe not too difficult to guess. Because, well, let's think about it. How would you save a fart to freeze it in the summer? And why would you need a fart in the summer? That doesn't even make sense, but maybe you could. Do you think that's what they do in Diary of a Wimpy Kid? If so, then I think you know your answer, right? Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, most of you guessed popsicles or snowballs, and those of you that guessed snowballs were correct. But I mean, you would already have frozen popsicles for the summer, so you wouldn't need to save them, would you? Bihan is in first place with 2,041 points. Rohan's in second place with 1,259 points. Prathamesh is in third place with 1,235. Hamsini is in fourth place with 1,079. And Shaurya is in fifth place with 1,027. All right, we got to hurry because we're running out of time. 35. Question number 35. In 3, 2, 1. Which of these is a special ability that seals have? A, being able to eat their weight in fish. B, gliding above the surface of the sea. C, storing food in hidden pockets. Or D, sleeping underwater. So seals, they're really cute. They're really cool. They have a special ability. They can really only do one of these things because the other three things are a little tougher, impossible for a seal. Cannot really give you a hint other than maybe telling you seals live in the sea. They do a lot of stuff there. You know, they got to be like looking for food and, you know, living there because they're underwater animals sometimes, although they do need to breathe, which is weird. They get this special ability and it's so cool. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, the correct answer was D, sleeping underwater. Yeah, it's a really weird thing. Seals can actually have the ability to hold their breath and like float around underwater and not drown because they're really good at holding their breath. Let's move on to question 36. How many Yodas are there? So in Star Wars, there's this character named Yoda. He's green, he's really little. You might know a few Yodas, you might know only one Yoda. This is a numerical answer. I'll accept a couple different answers for this one as a hint, hopefully. Is there more than one Yoda? How many Yodas have you heard of? Do you know? I mean, you can see a number of Yodas on the screen right now. All right, we got 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right, so yes, actually, I would have accepted either 1 or 2 Yodas. There's only one Master Yoda, but there's also Baby Yoda. His name is Grogu, so technically there are 2 Yodas. Someone put 3. That is not correct. Let's go to the next question. We're running out of time. 37. What does the giving tree give to the boy first? A, hugs. B, congratulations. C, apples. Or D, acorns. So there's this story. There's a book. It's a poem or something by Shel Silverstein about the giving tree, which is a very nice and friendly tree, and his friend the boy. The giving tree is always giving the boy stuff. And at the beginning of the book or the poem or the story, what does the giving tree give to the boy? I'll give you a hint. It's a thing that trees give. Not really hard for a tree to give this to somebody. All right, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer was apples. The giving tree gives the boy apples. I think the boy's like, I would like some delicious apples. And or I need some money, please give me some apples so I can sell the apples or something. All right, let's go to question 38 because we're running a long time. What is another name for a shark's egg? Is it A, sharkticles? Is it B, mermaid purses? Is it C, squiggly black wiggle pouches? Or is it D, salty boxes? So sharks, right? They're really cool. They live underwater and they have these really weird eggs. Did you know sharks lay eggs? Yeah, they totally do. And that's kind of what they look like. There's a really funny name for them because the people were like, oh, that's exactly what this looks like. And so that is the best hint I can give you. This is the shark's egg's name. It's what it's called. Yeah, baby sharks hatch out of eggs. And the eggs are like weird and like got these little like tentacle looking things and they're really slimy and they're usually quite dark. So 3, 2, 1. Of course, the correct answer was mermaid purses. Oh, wait, did that one not go through? Mermaid purses. There we go. Mermaid purses. There. And now we've got, we're technically over time, so we're just going to keep going. All right, let's hit the next question really quick. What 2 animals are the main characters in Charlotte's Web? A, a spider and a pig. B, a sheep and a pig. C, a spider and a goose. Or D, a pig and a goose. There is the cover of the book, Charlotte's Web, right there. There is a really big hint in the title, Charlotte's Web, right there, of one of the 2 animals that is the main character. And as for the other main character, well, you're going to have to guess or look at which animals are being focused on in this picture that is the cover of the book. So there's these 2 animals. They're really good friends that do stuff together. Who are the best friend? Try to figure it out. Okay, you got 10 seconds left if you haven't read this book yet, either on your own or for school. What 2 animals are the main characters in the book Charlotte's Web? 3, 2, 1. So Charlotte's Web is a lovely story about 2 animals who are best friends. They are, of course, a spider and a pig, which I think, yeah, 3 people guessed. Okay, we are going to do the scores really quick to see who's in the lead because we're going down to the last 5 questions. Okay. Beyond is in first place with 2,393. Pratamash is in second place with 1,662. Rohan is in third place with 1,428. Hamsini is in fourth place with 1,211. Shari is in very close fifth place with 1,202. We got 5 questions left. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What is the name of the great cat that Garfield hates? Garfield, he's a cat. He hates Mondays and he loves lasagna and he loves being lazy. And there's this other cat that he does not like at all. He really, really hates this other little kitty. Cannot give you really a hint for the name of this little kitty. If you have not read Garfield or do not know Garfield, he hates this cat. I guess maybe I can give you a hint in that Garfield is like a lazy fat cat, and he doesn't like this other little cat who's cheerful and really likes doing like normal stuff. And so the other cat's name kind of is a little bit like the word normal. That is about the only hint I can give you without giving you the answer directly. So Garfield hates the gray kitty, whose name is Normal. It is not the dude. It was Normal. All right, these are getting a little tougher and or trickier. 41, 3, 2, 1, go. Which of these is not a cartoon robot? A, Cyborg, B, Robot Boy, C, Wall-E, or D, BB-8? So one of these is not a cartoon robot. This is a question because these are the last 5. Maybe a little tricky. I don't know. Had to see what you guys think. May have seen these guys on TV before. May not. I don't know. Might be a movie. Might be a TV show. Could be on Disney. Could be on Nickelodeon. Could be on Boomerang. Could have just seen it in the DVD or in the theaters or something. But I get the feeling I'm going to trick a lot of you guys with this one. In 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is Cyborg, because Cyborg is not a robot. It is even there in his name. He is a cyborg, which means he's part human and part robot. He's not a robot. Those other 3 guys were totally robots. All right, question 42. 3, 2, 1, go. What is the name of the author for Dogman? So it's a very popular series of books. There's a man, he's like a cop or something, and he's got the head of a dog. I will accept a lot of different variations of this answer. If you know the answer, the name of the author could be part of his name, could be his first name, could be last name, could be full name. You just got to spell it right. It's very important to spell it right. If you get the spelling wrong, I don't think you'll get the correct answer points. So think about the cover of this book, or the side of the book, or anytime you talked about this book. All right, let's see. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, what do people think? Dave Pilkey, David Pilkey, Murray, Dav Pilkey without an E, David Murray, and Dav. The correct answer was Dav Pilkey. I would have accepted Dav Pilkey, Dav Pilkey. Yeah, it was very close. It's Dav instead of Dave. I don't know why he spells his name that way. That's just how it is. I'm sorry. Let's see. Did that change who was in the lead? Bihan is in first place with 2,462. Pratamash is in second place with 1,703. Farhan is in third place with 1,428. Hamsini is in fourth place with 1,214. Shar is in fifth place with 1,202. Okay, we've only got 3 more questions. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Which of these is not the name of one of the Goon Squad from the new Space Jam movie? Is it A, the Brown, B, Kronos? Is it C, Wet Flame, or D, Arachnica? You can see all of the Goon Squad right there. And maybe you can take some hints from the pictures as to what they are, or you might have seen the movie already, because it's been a very popular movie. If you don't, I guess you're just going to have to guess. There's no way I can tell you this without giving you enormous spoilers and giving you the exact answer. So we got about 10 seconds left, and then we're going to go really fast because we're technically already over time, and there's only 2 questions left. I want to do the 2 questions before we run out of time. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is Wet Flame, because he's like Water Flame or something. Because, you know, one part shoots water, the other part shoots flame. All right, question 44. True or false? Cockroaches are nocturnal animals. A for true, B for false. There's a cockroach. They're bugs. They're gross. They eat garbage. They can kind of bite you or scratch you or tickle you too. It's really gross. They also do this weird crunchy thing if you step on them. It's very, very gross. Yuck. Gross, gross, gross. But are these animals nocturnal or not? You may have seen a cockroach before. I don't know. When did you see them? Think about it. Or when do you think they come out? That is probably the best hint that I can give to you. So you got 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The correct answer is true. Cockroaches are nocturnal animals. Okay, you guys ready for the last answer? This could turn everything around. You gotta be really quick. Here we go. Bam. Which country does not have ancient mummies? Is it A, Peru, B, Malaysia, C, China, or D, Egypt? So, mummies, right? There are mummies in a lot of different places around the world. I mean, one of these, obviously, you guys know, does have ancient mummies because they're most famous for mummies and pyramids. So don't put that one down. But the others, you know, there's some really rare ones that are in these other places. You may have even seen the movie The Mummy, which will give you a hint because in the movie The Mummy, they go to a lot of different places that have mummies in them, as you would guess. Got about 10 more seconds. So we do countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the correct answer is Malaysia. Peru has ancient mummies. China's got ancient mummies. Egypt's got ancient mummies and pyramids. So Malaysia does not have ancient mummies. Let us see who is the final result. Bihan is in first place with 2,627. Prathamesh is in second place with 1,878. Rohan is in third place with 1,520. Hamzini is in fourth place with 1,311. And Sharia is in fifth place with 1,296. Very well done, all of you. You guys got a lot of correct answers. I hope you had fun. I will see you next time, okay? Bye. Bye, guys.